Friends, I am in Morganton, North Carolina, beside the Walgreens. And so yesterday I did a video of Valdez, North Carolina, using the Insta360 X4. Shot it in 8K, riding around with the camera mounted to the top of my Volkswagen. Today I'm in my F150. Now I've got a camera in the cab here with me, which I might use a little bit of my video or something, if you guys can stand to see it. I thought to show you a little bit of town. Over here to the left is a piece of art that it's Burke Arts Council, and you're supposed to be doing needlework, I guess, on that, but Nikki thinks it looks like somebody popping a pimple. I thought I'd take you up here, just go kind of slowly through town. People are behind me right now mad at me because I'm not doing 30 in a 20 zone, but I'm going to go slow so we can see stuff. And so this is the first time I've used this kind of camera, which I think is just the superior way to do a drive around town kind of tour. And you know, I've got a light here. It's awesome to stop at a light because you get the very highest quality video when you're not moving. So I'll be able to pan around here a little bit and show you this. So what I've got the X4 on top of my F150. I've got a GoPro Hero 12 inside the cab here with me that's recording audio. So the audio that's recorded up there up top, of course, is going to be street level audio. I don't know if I'll use any of it or not. Might just use what's in here in the cab with me. But in the free program that Insta gives you, you can go in and synchronize two audio or audio video streams. So this is going to be kind of interesting to see how this works. Over here, the Hillman Brewery to the left. This used to be the main brewery in town, Catawba. It sold out. We got over on the other side over here, the courthouse. Got the Chamber of Commerce coming up on the left. This is neat to be able to show y'all this and not worry about, you know, whether the camera's got it in field of view or not. The squares over here to the left, that was finished up year before last, I think. And you got people just kind of lounge up there. I've shot some videos up there. Great place to see shows. Marquee Cinema on the right. Call it Mimosa. I could turn left here and take you down Union Street. We might circle around and do that rather than I mean, it's a pretty little, I should have done that probably, but I'm going to take you up here off of Back Street, and I'm going to show you you know, kind of the main street in Morganton. I'll bring you down it, and then we still might do a circle around a square and come back down Union Street. So this lane I'm in here, it turns left only. I'm going to go up here and come around, and I think it's either Green Street or Sterling Street. I think it's Green Street that I'm getting ready to come down. This is Collette Street, left to right. Up ahead of us is the new Fairfield Inn. It's way up there through the trees. When I say new, that's about a year and a half old now, and we really needed another good hotel in Morganton, and I think it's supposed to be pretty good hotel. I think this building might be vacant over here. It used to be a SunTrust or something over here to the right. Edward Jones on the corner. The Commerce building over here on the left. I'm not sure what all's in there. I think some law offices and stuff. So I'm going to turn left here, then I'm going to turn left again. It is Sterling Street. I guess I was on Green Street. It's Sterling and Green. One goes north, one goes south. So Sterling is going to go south and get ready to turn left, and we'll be going south. First Citizens Bank on the corner here. Trying to see what all's else around in this little area. My favorite little local music store, we'll see it here in a second on the left. It is, wait for these cars to go, Morganton Music Patch. It's been a while since I've been in there. I know he's gotten a lot more inventory. I should stop and go in. Maybe that'll be another future video that we'll do. But I'm turning on to Sterling Street, which is sort of the main street that goes south. And here's Morganton Music Patch on the left. John Payne's photo studio there on the left. Table Rock Printers on the right. These are places that have been here forever. Smokefoot Trade, the pawn shop, Northwestern Buildings where the community foundation is over there. I do a lot of work for them. Get my hair cut up here on the right in a minute. Uptown Wing Bar, Gregory Jewelers. My goodness, got Staines Barbershop on the right over there. Roasted and Told, or Toasted and Rolled, however you want to say it, is over there. They do ice cream, kind of unique type of ice cream. Wells Fargo on the right. We're getting ready to cross over West Union Street. Here's the other side of the square. That's the old courthouse there. Pretty cool museum in there. It tells about the history of the courthouse and law and order in Morganton. I'm gonna turn left here. We'll go around and we'll retrace our steps just a little bit. I'm gonna go around the square and we're gonna come back up and do West Union Street, go down it. That's the other side of the chamber over there. I'm not sure this used to be a restaurant over here. I'm not sure what the crap it is anymore. I'm not kidding. This little place is I would love to play this stage out here sometime. I just like the whole layout of it, the setup of it, and the bands sound great when they play there. They've got it rigged up with some good audio speakers. And I mean, it's a killer little venue. Now this time we're going to turn left. I'm going to go down Union Street, which is, I think, the prettiest street in downtown Morganton. And here are some folks at the bottle work. They're getting ready to cross over. Get a little bit of them. Benjamin's. This is a little Merrill's Mischief. It's a candy store. I've done a video in there before. That's the Confederate Memorial over there to the left. So we're on the corner now of Sterling and West Union. And we'll cross over, and these little shops across the way over here are kind of cool. Some good little restaurants and stores. Aha, here's our green light. We shall ride. And there's West Union Art Studios, the Bell Vino's, a nice restaurant. Morganton General Store, it's a must stop, a very cool place. The Guitar Rabbi, his fiance runs the Unleashed, their Dogs Unleashed or whatever. And then you got the Grind Coffee Shop on the right, and you got Root and Vine on the left. I like the, I'm gonna stop here and pause. They've got a good, look at this, 216 Union down. What that means. Used to be you'd sit out here in little tables and you'd eat outside of Root and Vine. The Morganton Saving Bank across the way over there, I've heard that it's a major, I've heard it's a colonel, but it was a Confederate colonel, or I think, that lived in that house. Now we'll go up here, we'll go through this. I'm going to come back around the other way. We'll cross back around and go around the block, and I'll show you the community house. It's neat to be able to do all of this. It's like saying 360, point these things out, and in post, not while I'm in here, but in post I'm able to change the angle of the camera. This will be the first time I've been able to drive around and show you a really good view of the Morganton Federal. I should have got maybe in the right lane, but let's do the left lane and we'll do a little swing around here in a minute. So I'm going to turn left. We'll go out to where the library and the comma is. I'm hoping the camera holds up well on the roof. So far, I've been hearing there are issues of them overheating the X4. So far, I've not experienced that, and it's not shut down with me one time. This is a cool house over here on the right. It's a lot bigger than what you realize there. I like the slate roof and all on it. Some lady's walking her dog over there. I think the guy over here, I believe he's on our board at the hospital. He's like insurance and investments and stuff like that. Okay, here we go. We can make our move. Now we're going to be kind of headed over toward, we're headed back south again. And we're a street or two over from, we're two streets over, I guess, from Sterling. And so this is the Burke County History Museum over here. This kind of not so, it just looks very plain to me. I've never been inside it. I kind of like to go inside and learn, see what they've got anyway. They have contacted me in the past and said they'd like some of my videos, my driving videos and aerial videos. But you know what? This says Burke County History. That over there I think is history too. So both these buildings maybe? I don't know. Moco Co-working. That used to be a drugstore. So we're kind of on a back street, but this back street goes over to where the comma is. Comma is the City of Morganton Municipal Auditorium. So I want you to see that, and this will be kind of cool to do this sort of video of it. I've shared some aerial video of it. This used to be a big, to my right, now behind me, oh, this is the public safety, but that building behind me used to be a cleaner, and now it's vacant. So here is comma. Let's see if I can sneak in here before that car flies up. Okay, so this is the City of Morganton Municipal Auditorium, and I'll get to take you around and show you what it looks like. It's got pretty cool, I guess, is that a painting or is it a big decal? What in the crap is that? I guess it's a printed thing, that sign that's up on it. But I've seen a lot of really good shows here, folks, over the years. Let's go around this way. So, I mean, I've seen really good concerts. I've videoed a bunch of different events and things that happen there. That's one of the things I do at the hospital. I'm the web guy and I'm the video guy, and I shoot all of our professional photography. So I'm a photographer, videographer, and web developer. Here's the other side of comma. And I'm going to turn left here on King Street. And I have historically had a bunch of friends at Grace Episcopal Church, even though I'm a Baptist. You know, sometimes people would think that's at odds. I get along great with these folks, though. They're good people, and they do good work in town. Matter of fact, Grace, the hospital system I work for, this is a Blue Ridge Healthcare Foundation over here. I designed that logo they have. But this is Grace Episcopal Church, and they were the ones that started Grace Hospital, which is where I work now. It's UNC Health Blue Ridge, but it used to be Grace Hospital. So yeah, I'm part of the University of North Carolina healthcare system. I don't want to aggravate dude sitting here on his motorbike. Is he just waiting, or what's he doing? He's on the phone, I guess. Okay, so we'll go gently across here. Oops, Mr. Lawman, you okay? All right, thank you. And this is our library here. To the left, our public library. It's been a long time since I've been in there. So yeah, I think this, so there must be two buildings of history now. Maybe this is the main history building on the left here, but there's two different ones. King Street Court are the condos here to the right. We've got a red light, so we'll wait. The art that's on the building up ahead of me up here to the right is pretty crazy. It looks like graffiti, but they invited those folks to come in. It's pretty cool art. That is Oak Hill Ironworks. I've done some videos with them, and they invited me to a big blacksmithing demonstration one time. It's been 3 or 4 years ago. It was fun to go see that, and I shot a bunch of video there and aerial stuff. But yeah, check out their crazy art there. It looks like, it looks like a very artistic graffiti. Now, if I could get through this green light here before it changes, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, let's do it. We got a yellow light. We got it. We got it. We got it. And we made it. This is the community house on the right. And we just, I mean, I'm constantly going to meetings and things here. It is a beautiful building inside, and they cook really good food. You've got the Calvary Lutheran over on the left, and then probably the largest church downtown Morganton is the United Methodist, First United Methodist. I think it's maybe physically bigger than First Baptist, which is back over this way, back over to the western part of town. I'll always have loved the rock work on that building. I'm trying to remember the name of that building there. The Financial Center, they call it. Might as well turn left. Masonic Lodge is over there to the right. To the left is Collette Street Recreation Center. So I'll show you that. Folks, I'm just going to run this video for about 20 minutes. Something like that. I'm going to get out and check my camera and make sure everything's still okay. But this is just another cool video introduction to Morganton, North Carolina. I've done a bunch of these before and halfway done them, I think, because I've had to use multiple GoPros, and it just wasn't conducive to being able to spin around to show you what I wanted to. So the recreation center has a nice gym in there. They have a nice pool, Old News Herald used to be here, but it's not anymore. It is gone defunct almost. And not really. They still trying to operate, but it's challenged. They got tennis courts over here. Martha's Park. I don't know the whole story behind what's going on with News Herald, but I know it's not in that building anymore. Now, I could go straight across and show you like one of the, you know, kind of nice neighborhoods here in Morgan. Let me see if I can do that. I see no traffic. So we'll kind of come in the back way. You can hear my drink is sloshing around over here. I've got a drinking, not a Stanley thing, but something similar to that. I should have turned maybe left there. Maybe I can turn here and go up. So all of the town to the left of me up here is sort of the snazzy historic part of Morganton. Let's go up the hill and see what we can see. I'll show you what some of the houses over in this area looks like, and we can just do a little bit of left and right ganders at it. I kind of don't know what I'm saying. I mean, I know what I want to say, but it's just not coming out. I'm a little bit tired today, folks. Forgive me. But there are cool homes over in here, and we are back in the neighborhood that's behind. No, we're out to the. We're still to the east of First Baptist Church. So it's actually when I turn into. I like your garden over there. That's a cool garden. It's actually when I go down the road behind First Baptist that should be in the really kind of high dollar communities. So let's turn left here now, if that's all right. Folks don't mind. So this is again West Union Street. We just turned back onto it. So you see all these homes here are historic. And I started to buy a house out here when I first moved to the Morganton area rather than Valdez where I live now. And the house I started to buy was this one on the corner over here, this kind of blue one. I was quite blue-gray. I was quite interested in that little home. But there were a lot of stipulations on how you had to restore it. Since it's in a historic neighborhood, it had to be done just a certain way. And I didn't know that I wanted, you know, a bunch of people dictating what I could do with my house. And so I decided not to do it. It was a little more expensive than the house I bought. And the house I bought is in a beautiful place up on a mountain in Valdez. We can't see it because of the signs right now, but the First Baptist Church, I don't know, maybe First Baptist is bigger than First United Methodist, but it's to our right here. It's a big white brick church, so it's brick, but it's all painted white. And I used to be a friend of Tom Bland, was his name, that was the pastor there. I think he stepped down, retired. I'm not sure who the pastor is now. Yeah, Tom's still there. He's still on the sign. I'm going to turn right, and we'll go down into what I consider, you know, kind of the, let's say, the snazzy neighborhood of Morganton here. So all this area back in here, you have to have some money to live back in this neighborhood. And there are all kinds of little interconnected streets. Folks, I'm just showing you, I'm just doing a little scratch the surface kind of tour here. Let me stop and obey the law. Okay. And I've actually got a number of friends out in this area, even though I'm not a high dollar guy. Yeah, I do work for them. So I am a, you know, I do graphics, video, websites, photos for all kinds of different people. And I do some photo work for the guy that lives in this White House over to the right. And one of my favorite homes, another home that I wished I could have been available, is to the left right here. This one to the left, I think, is just a beautiful house. You'll be able to see it when I come around the curve better here. And if that one had ever won the lottery, that's kind of the house I'd like to have. That right there, folks. That is beautiful to me. Let's just take you on through the neighborhood here. We're just gonna, like I say, this is a very deep little area. You can just go different little roads, but I'll show you just bits of it. We'll come back down that way in a minute. You might have to retrace this little section right here, but I thought I'd at least show y'all kind of this. I'm trying to remember, what is this area called over here? I just call it sort of Northwest Morganton. Maybe it has a neighborhood name. Ooh, should I have turned there? I can't remember. one of these roads kind of dead ends. You got to turn around to the cul-de-sac. It may be the one to the right there. I don't want to go that way. Nice homes down there, but yeah, I think that dead ends. So I'll take you through this little area right here. I'm trying to go slightly slow so that you got time to see these things. There's a house for sale. McCombs and Hoke Real Estate. I could go down Kenwood. I think Kenwood might dead end. No, that one goes around the block. This other one up here dead ends. I'm gonna take a left down here, and I've shown people this neighborhood a number of times. It's pretty, this is, like I say, fairly representative of this area. They've lost a tree there. Big old tree fell over. This house is awesome. I remember when it was first constructed, the one dead ahead of me, and I just like big old houses with, I think that one had slate roof on it. I like the slate roof houses. I just think this is a pretty little neighborhood. All the homes they're situated here on the hills. The hills are a little steep in places. Kind of like that one's being renovated, looks like, or added on to in the back. Around Christmas time, if you come through here, a lot of the trees are full of lights. They have, particularly this house on the right, they do a lot of these lights up in the trees, and it's very pretty. All right, so I'm going to turn right, and I'm back on Riverside, and we're going to see a little bit of what we've seen already, but it'll get us out of the neighborhood. We've done a little bit of a loop here. If I didn't show something on the way in, maybe I can show it better on the way out. And again, hopefully everything's still recording. I'm not going to do this a whole lot longer. We might have another 5-8 minutes of this video, maybe 10. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it holds up. This house to the right was being renovated when I first came to town, and I watched them really bring that house back to life. It was in bad shape, and now it's beautiful. Another big brick building, brick house. Let me turn this way. Could have gone down there and turned. Like I say, so many different options. Cool homes to see, and you know, pretty landscapes either way. This one though will get us back out to Union Street. So again, I've shown you 5% of what's out here in this area. I don't know that I've ever done a really excellent video of Morganton. So this gets better. It's funny how a lot of people I still meet almost every month. I meet at least one person that says they've moved to the area because they watched my videos, and that's very cool, I think. I mean, you know, I didn't grow up here. Presbyterian Church, I shot some video up there like week before last. Anyway, like that house there to the left. But anyway, it's pretty interesting when you're just out shopping at Wal-Mart, or you're eating at a restaurant, or like I say, you go to a meeting, you're shooting some videos someplace, and say, Tony, it's cool to meet you. I lived in Utah, now I'm here, or I lived in Connecticut, or you know, I lived in Kansas, or California. I've had a number of people from California leaving California, coming to North Carolina, and we just passed the Catholic church. Never been inside yet. Nikki and I go to their they have like little yard sale stuff now and again. They have a very cool place for their yard sale. That house was renovated. It still is being renovated. They're doing a great job. It's going to be really nice when it's finished. Folks, we're coming down. Now I could keep going straight. I don't know what to do, or what's the best thing to show you. That's the kidney care place. Maybe I just turn left. So Ingalls is up ahead. There's a whole lot more of town. We're getting more into the sort of industrial places, the places where people shop, right? So it's not so pretty here. We just come out of the neighborhood kind of thing, or one of them. And now we're going to turn left. We'll go back toward the Wal-Mart shopping center. I guess it wouldn't be bad to ride around there with the thing on top of the car. So Speedway over there. Like I said, the Ingles, you can barely see it. I know you'll barely be able to see it. Is over there. Ingles is one of our best grocery stores. It's about a quarter mile up there on the right. Got Planet Fitness over here to the left past the McDonald's. You got Ollie's Outlet, where I like to go and buy books. You know, secondhand cheap stuff, but it's a good place. We're going to turn left onto West Fleming. West Fleming. So we're at the intersection of, it says Sanford over there, but this is West Fleming Road here. I guess this is where it starts, and Union. So West Fleming and Union. We're going to turn left and go back toward town on West Union. We got our arrow. All right, people. I think I'd rather be in the right lane. Let's wait till we get past these folks here. I got a truck behind me. I don't want to get over too soon. And here again, they might have a lane closed up here. I might have made a mistake. I know they were doing some road work. They're refurbing or refabricating or bolstering a bridge. And I don't know if you can see in front of me here that there's they're building an extra lane. So that this has been a bridge. The bridge is up here ahead. I don't know what they're doing exactly. They're just bringing in a bunch of steel and putting in some dirt. Okay, cool. So it's not, this lane was closed last week. Looks like you can't get into the Wal-Mart shopping center by turning right. You have to go up here. This used to be one of the ways you could get in, and that's the way I would typically go in. So this is our Wal-Mart shopping center. What's this area called? Morganton Heights. I think it's called Morganton Heights. You can see there on the sign we got Belk and Ross, TJ Maxx, Joann, PetSmart, Shoe Department, and all that mess. Pause the video if you wanted to see what all's in there. Best gas prices in town are here. Of course, the Murphy Express. You know, one of the things that's kind of cool, you can look at the various cars and stuff while I'm paused at some of these traffic lights. See what people in Morganton are driving. You can turn right on red in North Carolina. I don't know what state you might be watching from or what country, but it's totally a-okay to turn right on red as long as everything's clear. So we'll go down to the Walmart. I remember it was a little controversial when it came to town, this whole shopping center, but we needed it. Everybody was going to Hickory and shopping at Walmart, and we had a small Walmart in Morganton, and so they were losing a lot of revenue locally, people going to the big super Walmart in Morganton. And this whole area here was just, it was dead industrial buildings, and they wiped a bunch of it out and cleaned it all out and bulldozed it all and put up this shopping center, which everybody goes to all the time. So I'll show you kind of what's around beside and yeah, apart from the Walmart. And it is a big Walmart. It's pretty good, supersized. You'll see here in a minute. I think it's maybe at least as big as the one in Hickory. Nice red Bronco on the left. My dad had a Bronco, Mom and Dad, when I was a kid, and I drove it, but it wasn't like that. We'll yield to the people coming here. Go ahead, bro. You got it. A little something to drink. Walmart shoppers. So I'll show you what all's here in the stores as far as stores go. So there is the shoe show. I would say probably this is the biggest shopping complex in Morganton, this whole little area here. Cato Fashions, Maurice's, Rue 21, Bath and Body Works, Fashion Max. Look at the tuxedos and stuff. I guess it's getting time for spring formals and stuff. That's some wild stuff there. Nails, Rest, Great Clip, Sally Beauty, PetSmart. Once in a while we go in there and get something for Hendrix. We got the Dollar Tree, Joanne. Now, there's also a little sort of island of shops in the middle of all this, and some restaurants and like I say, mattress firm and stuff. It's all over to the left. I don't know that I might go by that and let you see kind of what's over there. But so there's more than what I'm probably going to show you as we're moving through here. I don't know, what is that person doing? Oh, they're waiting for somebody to turn. Okay. So Nikki likes the TJ Maxx. It's up here. She goes in there and shops a good bit. Another shoe department. And then we got the Staples up here is up ahead of us. Yeah, you can't see it back over to the left. There's a whole little section of shops that's sort of in the middle of everything. And historically, one of my favorite Mexican restaurants is over there. Although they're, you know, last couple times we've been, their sanitation rating had fallen, so I don't know what was going on with that, but I sure liked eating there over the years. Here's Staples. Up here's where you have the what's a sporting goods place called Dick's. You got Dick's Sporting Goods up ahead, and then we've got the Ulta and the Belk. I'll go ahead and just pull through here so you can see. There's Dick's. we got Ulta up here beside it. They got little boats and stuff out here. Those folks cross. And Belk is, you know, we have limited options for clothing in Morganton. Belk is here. Still, some people might find better selection in Hickory, but sometimes I find some really good buys in there. So Belk is one of the places you go to buy clothes. Got your Verizon, your Jersey Mike's, your Mattress Firm over there to the left. Buffalo Wild Wings up on the hill, and Applebee's and all that stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn up here and we'll get out of this little area. I don't know how much more juice I've got on the camera, or if it's even still running at this point. I'll stop, but I might go stop at Aldi or something. Aldi's where I have to buy all my food now, because, you know, let's face it, we're challenged with prices these days. Lord, but man, Hendrix loves the apples from there. I've gotten to where I kind of like the cauliflower crust pizzas from Aldi, and their spinach artichoke, or their jalapeno artichoke dip is really great. So this little area here, we're getting ready to come up on the school for the deaf and hard of hearing. I think that's what it's called, NC School for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing. So that's going to be ahead of us and to the right in a minute. In the School of Science and Math, which was just opened a year or so, maybe 2 years ago. There are 2 locations for the North Carolina School of Science and Math, and one of them is here in Morganton. The other one is in Raleigh, I guess. So you got the one that's on the east and one that's in the west, and we're the west. This is Burkmont Road, going left and right in front of me. And we got Fleming Street again is what's in front. So that is the football field over there for the NC School for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing. My insurance agent, Rick Franklin, is on that sign over there. Rick's been a buddy for a long time, and Rick's office is actually just over there, the little brick building just past his sign to the right. I got hiccups. Maybe this will help. Apologies, folks, if you've been a little bored with some of this. I just want you to see kind of how Morganton hangs together. So we've done some crisscrossing. It's a little bit of a confusing place to live when you first move here, till you get the hang of what goes where. And it's almost like Morganton, the roads converging like a little star. It's almost like instead of 4 points, it's 5 points, you know what I'm saying? So it's because it was just an old, you know, it used to be, back in the old days, I think during the Civil War, Morganton was the state capital of North Carolina. They didn't want it to be in Raleigh, where it was more vulnerable down there in that eastern part. And so they moved the state capital to the western part of the state. And that's why there are still a lot of kind of cool old buildings and stuff that are here that you might not expect to find in Morganton. It was a lot of construction stuff done here because they didn't know how long it might be the capital. And so a lot of construction was done here back in that time, and kept on going after the end of the war. So I'm going to turn in here, my friends. And I'm going to end this video at Aldi, which does have best prices on food. And this is the Aldi in Morganton. Run in and get Hendrix some apples and get me some artichoke jalapeno dip. Peace to all who watch. Subscribe to the channel if you like.